Texas League Baseball is next. And a good afternoon, everybody. We welcome you into the live broadcast of Texas League Baseball. And now we're sending it down to John Baker as he brings us today's broadcast. Thank you, Bob, and hello, everyone. We welcome you into our live coverage of today's ball game. And so far, going to be a pretty good day. Well, it is the final game of our six-game set between the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks and your San Antonio Missions. Well, Missions will stay home tomorrow, and then it's a Tuesday through Sunday next homestand with the visiting Frisco Rough Riders starting this new week. Missions after that will take on the road. They head to West Texas to take on Midland in a six-game road travel before returning to the Wolf on Tuesday, May 20th through Sunday, May 25th. Going to be a pretty exciting 2 weeks as we pretty much have our 12th game homestand here and then 6 on the road with Midland, and then coming back taking on 6 with the Minnesota Twins, Wichita Wind Surge. But anyway, today, partly cloudy skies as we get set to play baseball this afternoon. And so far, a lot of people getting out of church and lunch and all types of stuff. But today is also Bark in the Park. We have Bob and Ann here. And it's always good to see y'all. Every Sunday home game, it will be Bark in the Park presented by our pet supply places. And this one brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides and the San Antonio Stock Show Rodeo. And for more, check us out here on YouTube Live every Tuesday through Sunday, home game or away game, as we bring you the live coverage. One more game with Corpus Christi, then 6 this upcoming week with the Frisco Rough Riders. And boy, we are just super excited to see the Texas Rangers farm system here in San Antonio. And pretty good on that. Well, anyway, we are partly cloudy skies, temperatures at 78 degrees. And they're saying that there is severe weather on Tuesday and Wednesday, and sure hope it ain't going to be a bad Thursday, because that's going to be pretty bad if the weather is bad on my birthday and we don't go out and celebrate at all. We'd have to wait for the weekend to do just that. Well, yeah, you got that weekend and plus many other weekends as well to celebrate your birthday. And to have a fantastic week with going out and having fun and just enjoying the things that we do have here today. And pretty good about that. Yeah, they're saying that there is severe weather moving in tomorrow afternoon around 12 o'clock, but it's saying 9 o'clock on that, but anyway, I would go with the 9 instead of the 12. But anyway, yeah, severe weather supposed to be imminent throughout Tuesday as well. And Wednesday, they're saying there's severe thunderstorms headed our way. But we will look at the weather forecast Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday only, so that looks to be good. Because we will be out celebrating a birthday today and our birthday on Thursday. But anyway, we are hopefully going to see the end of the rain at least for a while. Percentages are still there as we have a 70% tomorrow, 100% on Tuesday, a 40% by Wednesday on that. But anyway, we're going to get into our live broadcast. It's a partly cloudy day as we bring you this one. And so far, we are just super excited that everybody's coming out. So let's go ahead and get off downstairs to our live coverage of today's game. Well, beautiful field we have here, and gotta say, partly cloudy as we have sun and clouds mixed as we take on Corpus Christi one last time in this one.
San Antonio.
Campbell coming up in right field, and Kai Murphy last night playing the right field as they had the off day yesterday. Left-hander Austin Davis getting the call. What do we know, Bob? Well, he's got an ERA of a 9 exactly. Strikeout rate of 18.5 percentage. He's got a .294 over a .125 on his reservoir. Corpus Christi second baseman Jesus Bastidas leads things off here today. And here is the pitch by Austin Davis. Swing and a miss, and we are underway at exactly 1:05 here today. No balls, 1 strike the count. And the pitch. That one outside, and that'll even things up at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike the count now. And the pitch. That one high fly in the air, and that is out of play, foul. Have you ever heard of the Banana Bowl? Oh, yeah, it's where the Savannah Bananas come in, I think. Oh, yeah, and the party animals, too. Well, they're pretty much Savannah, Georgia. It's where they're locationed from. And evidently, boy, they have the funniest of umpires. Everybody participates. And so far, they might just come to San Antonio and stuff. Oh, yeah? Well, is there any indication when? Well, we don't know, but I do believe that it'd be in the end of, what should I say, September, because it's a September bowl and stuff. Oh, yeah, okay, so I got it now. Well, liner up to left field as Bastidas gets on base with a slow roller up to the left field wall. And he's on base as a leadoff single. Here is Luis Baez as he comes in, takes that one high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Baez playing right field today this game. It's a partly cloudy skies in this one as clouds are slowly coming in. Here's a 1-0. That one swing and a miss, and the count now 1-1. Little shade here and there, but that's all right. We'll take whatever we get on this afternoon. Last game against Corpus Christi. Here's a 1-1. That one inside, a called strike, and it's 1-2. Well, didn't go out to the ranch this weekend, but evidently next week I will be out there as well. Celebrating my 32nd birthday and having many weeks to do that. And, yeah, just absolutely love to have fun. That one right there, liner up to left field. That's a base hit, so nobody out in 2-1. Boy, and they're really coming in unclutched to lightning here. Yeah, they sure are, and those are some pretty good line drives, base hits up. Both of those up to left field. The leadoff batters are on now as they get on, and Corpus Christi has their first 2 hits of the ball game. And now here is Luis Encarnacion as he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Well, he's the Corpus Christi first baseman today, and so far he's trying to get something going here on this afternoon. The 0-1, right there in for a strike, gets 0-2. Well, we got 6 ball clubs today playing baseball. Corpus Christi and San Antonio, Amarillo and Midland, Northwest Arkansas and Springfield, and Arkansas at Tulsa. Wichita and Frisco will start this evening at exactly 5:05. So they will be the last 2 in the Texas League to give us our ball game. And whatever happens today, whether Frisco takes a win over Wichita, that's pretty good too. High fly in the air, deep to center. Mears has his eyes on it. He has it. Here comes a runner from second going to third, and he is up there with the fly out. So corners are now loaded up in this ball game. And so far, let's give the visiting Corpus Christi the starting lineups. Bastidas, Baez, and Encarnacion lead off 3. Daniel Smith and Deming middle 3. Jaworski and Lavastida will round it out for the Corpus Christi Hooks here today. Left fielder Zach Daniels coming as he strides up to the plate. One away, first and third here in this one, and that's taking a strike inside. It's 0-1. Got a great crowd here, John, and we certainly do about that. Yeah, we sure do, Bob. Really good on that. And the 0-1 right there and in for a cold strike. It's 0-2. Boy, Davis already pitching 15. He's got an 0-2 count, trying to wiggle his way out of this first and third jam here. The 0-2, swing and a miss right there, down and in. And there's 2 away.
That's it. The third baseman, Cam.
Boy, one more out to do. And we look at that, and that's a beautiful strikeout. Corpus Christi third baseman Cam Smith coming in, and that's going to be a line drive up to left field. That's a base hit. 1 run scores in, and here comes another. And that is a 2-run double for Corpus Christi.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Austin.
So, by golly, that is something that you don't see every day, but now you do. As they come in across the score on that one. Austin Deming coming in as that's taken in for a strike. It's 0-1. Hooks are up 2-0 in early going of this ball game, and San Antonio should try to get something going in the bottom of the first inning. And that's when we get there. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away, runner at second base. Here's the 0-2. And that one is high fly in the air near the berms. And that is foul. So a foul ball right there. And evidently pretty good on that. Here's the pitch. Right there, called third strike, and they get him. So Cam Smith gives 2-run double. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left for Corpus Christi. We now head to the bottom of the first inning, and the Hooks have it in front, 2-0. Bottom of the first inning for San Antonio, right now the Missions Baseball Network. Well, thank you, Bob. We are back as we bring on the left-hander, Blake Wyman, getting the call for Corpus Christi here in this game. So far, we are pretty much set to go for the bottom of the first. Here is left fielder Albert Fabian trying in the fray. We got a lot of clouds here today, and so far they're just poofy little cotton balls, it looks. Yeah, gotta say. Well, no balls and one strike here in this one. An afternoon here in San Antonio, not too bad. And the pitch, that one's going to be right there, and he's going to not get it right there. He got him, and that's out number one.
Batting second.
Boy, diving play to stop the ball, and boy, the second baseman steps in and gets that one. Fabian Salas Mearsby, the leadoff three, Castellon, Campbell, and Roederer middle three. Rojas, Cedeno, and DeVries will round out the San Antonio lineup today. Ethan Salas, the catcher, coming in. One away, nobody on for the Missions. And the pitch. That one's going to be driven high up to right center, a base hit. And Salas, as last night, getting a one-out double. And now the San Antonio Missions on a hit board. Yeah, they sure are, John. They are really getting up there today, and they're going to try to get in and get something going. Yeah, they need to. In now, Joshua Mears. Mears coming in and set to go. And the pitch. That one is blistered up to left. And that's going to hit the wall. Home run. Right there, we tie it up. And just like that, we're back to square one. And it is a 2-2 tie. So pretty good right there as he comes in and squares one deep to left center. And that was a awesome baseball right there. Yeah, pretty good there, John, as he got that one all the way. And it hit right to the outfield scoreboard. And really good right there. First baseman Marcos Castañon strying up now. Corpus Christi one more time playing in San Antonio. Their home games against Midland starting Tuesday through Sunday next week. And that's a taken in code strike. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. To wind up the pitch. That one's going to be a driven base hit to left center. And Castañon is getting on.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 7.
The right fielder, Jacob Campbell, coming in. As he's set to go. And a pitch right there in the end for a strike. It's 0-1. Just got a great crowd here this afternoon as fans are coming in and they're super excited about this one. And San Antonio trying to secure another W like they did last night, the final 10-6. Missions winning 4 runs on that ball game. And that's going to be a liner straight away. That's going to hit the fence. And that's going to put runners at second and third now. And, well, the baseball really starting to jump around here. Yeah, it sure is here, John. One base hit after another base hit. That evidently pretty good in this ball game. In now is 6-hole batter Cole Roederer. Roederer coming in, and he takes a strike inside. It's 0-1. 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the first inning for San Antonio. A mix of clouds and sun today as we all look at it. And that is right there in the count now, 0-2. So could see a isolated shower or thunderstorm this evening. But evidently it will be morning thunderstorms in the morning for a Monday.
The third baseman, Yendry.
So 2 away, here is Yendry Rojas as he comes in. And the pitch, that is right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. Just love a beautiful Sunday ball game. And yes, Ann just walked in the door. Hi, Ann. How are you doing? Hi. How are you doing, John? I'm good. And yeah, Bob. Yeah, your wife is here. The dogs are here. Yes, they're all here today. They are here. Want to have a good day today, and yeah, 2-2 ball game as 2 on, 2 out. And that's a liner. That is deep right off, and that's going to get in a run, maybe 2. And there's another 2 runs in for San Antonio. And that's now a 4-2 ball game. As now San Antonio puts up 4 runs, bottom of the first inning. They're pretty good on that. Here is Nerwillian Cedeno as he comes in. Well, it takes that one. And the count now 0-1. So a 2-run double. And that means a double meat cheeseburger for everybody today in the ballpark. And the coupons courtesy of our friends there at Whataburger. This one served hot and fresh 24/7 for everybody in today's ball game here at Wolf Stadium. That one right there, called third strike, and that will do it. But San Antonio ties it up, and then they take the lead. Now the Mission showed the front end. It is now 4-2. So 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They leave 1. And it's on now to the second inning as we come back for another inning of Mission's baseball. Top of 2 coming up on this beautiful Sunday, partly cloudy afternoon. Top of the second inning for Corpus Christi, right now on the Mission's Baseball Network. Zach Cole trying up now as we're set to go. Top of 2. 4-2 our ball game as was pretty good. That one high and deep right there. And the right fielder Campbell runs it down and catches that one over his head. And that is out number 1 as he'll go down retired. Back to the top of the lineup, or nope, never mind. I do apologize about that. Chase Jaworski, the shortstop, pops that one up. Rojas has it. Easy play, the third. And that's a 2-1 put out right there. Brian Lavastida coming in now, the catcher. Two out here in the top of the second inning. That's a strike inside, and it's 0-1. I just say tomorrow night should be a movie night. Has anybody decided what we're watching? Think we're watching Twisters or something? Oh yeah, so that's going to be pretty good, and I do have a lot of popcorn too. Oh, I love the buttery movie make popcorn. You just put that big bag in the microwave, 2.5 minutes in. I'll tell you one thing, popcorn is good, but it's not good when it's burnt. That one high in the air up to right field. Campbell getting there, few inches of his post, and that will do it. No runs, hits, or errors for Corpus Christi. As we had 2.5 in this ball game, it's 4-2 San Antonio. As we head to the bottom of 2. Leo, Dallas, DeVries, Fabian, and Salas will kick things off in the bottom of 2 when we come back. Bow set for the bottom of the second inning for San Antonio. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bob. Leo, Dallas, DeVries coming in now is now head for the bottom half of 2 on this afternoon. Here's the pitch. That one is outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Leo, Dallas, DeVries. 9-1-2 due up this half inning. Boy, Cloud's starting to thicken up a little bit. I mean, just seeing how much we have of the Clouds today, and that one is in for a cold strike. It's 2-1. Well, good day today as here's pitch. That one's going to be high. Driven up the left. The left fielder will not run it down, and that's going to hit right in front of him, and that's going to be a leadoff single for DeVries as he comes in. So nobody out single for him, and that'll bring up left fielder Albert Fabian. 0 for 1, a ground out. And the last time up that he came in the top of the first inning, or bottom of the first, I do apologize about that. Hey, trying to fool people today, are you? Yeah, right. I'm always pulling somebody's leg, ain't I? Yeah, that one is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, I tell you what, it's just pretty funny here when we all think about it that you and I do a lot of stutteriness, but that's okay. You know, we are working on it. Yeah, I got to say, John, we absolutely are. And we will. Here's the pitch. That is right there. That is a liner. Here goes the second, and they get him out. The force out at second base, and the runner at first is safely there. And that's going to bring up the catcher, Ethan Salas. It was a 1 for 1, a double last time around. And the pitch, that's down and in for a cold strike. It's 0-1. It is 4-2 San Antonio here in this ball game, and so far Corpus Christi trailing early on. Just 2 runs. Not too bad right there, but that's outside. 1-1. We've got shade here and there, but temperatures at 77 degrees here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Love it if we do have some day games, but unfortunately we do. We've got a day game starting Wednesday, taking on the Frisco Rough Riders, and hopefully we get to play if the severe weather is not that serious. Center fielder Joshua Mears coming in, 2 outs, 1 on. Bottom of 2, a 4-2 ball game. San Antonio 4, Corpus Christi 2. And a pitch. That one high and outside for the ball, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. Center fielder Mears at the plate. Right there, called strike on him, and he puts one in the triangle. And that's called third strike in the strike zone, and that will do it. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and one left on. As we head to the third inning, San Antonio has a 4-2 lead over Corpus Christi. Jesus Bastidas will lead things off as we get set to go. And it's a 4-2 game. Well, about set to go for the top of the third inning for Corpus Christi. And here is Jesus Bastidas to lead things off. Thank you, Bob. As we're getting set in, here is Davis around the third time in the pitching lineup. Goes right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. Bob, you want to come in anytime? You can lead things off. Yeah, sure thing there, John. That one's a liner straight away center and right through for a base hit. And boy, I tell you one thing, here he comes out of the bullpen and gets a hit he loves. And so far, that'll sneak through for a center field base hit. Luis Baez coming in, and here's the pitch to him. That one is going to be driven up nicely. That one's going to get a chance, and it's gone. A home run. And that'll tie us up at 4-4 as Corpus Christi and San Antonio tie it up. And right there, he just power hits that one out. And a pretty good one right there, John. Man, it sure is. And Corpus Christi now tied up again with San Antonio. This is like the second time today that they've got tied up. They were tied at 0. They were tied at 2. They were tied with 4. That's a pretty good day if they get in and take the early lead. So Luis Encarnacion, the first baseman, comes in. He was 0 for 1, a flyout. So pretty good right there. The pitch is out inside for a strike. Gets 0-2. Well, I'm thinking that Austin Davis will probably get 3 innings worth of play here today. And that's going to be driven up nicely deep to center, and Joshua Mears on the close to the warning track will make the play for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder Zach.
Left fielder Zach Daniels, 0 for 1, a strikeout. Coming in now for Corpus Christi. And that is right there and in for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Daniels. One away, nobody on here in this half inning. And the pitch. That is high, deep. And where is that going? It is foul. Boy, that was close. It nearly been a tie-breaking run that put Corpus Christi out 5-4 if it did. That one high fly in the air, and that is out of play. And the count now is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count now. And the pitch. Right there, hit foul. And he will see another one. Oh, and 2. Right there, called third strike, and he got him looking.
Now batting, third baseman.
Hot corner, Corpus Christi, third baseman Cam Smith. 2 RBI double in the first inning. It's a 1-for-1 here this evening, and a pretty good one here in the broadcast. Here's the 0-1. Right there, swing and a miss. And it's the count now, 0-2. What a beautiful look at San Antonio. And, yeah, we love the city and stuff. It's pretty nice. 0-2 right there, now to play. And that's still holding on, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. You know, I'm thinking about making some popcorn this afternoon and just enjoying movie day too while we're at it. Yeah, that is for sure, John. Right there to center as Joshua Mears intercepts it. But anyway, a home run ties us up at 4-4 as we are midway through 3.5 as we get set with another one here today. We're bottom of the third coming up right after our commercial messages here from West Creek. Marcos Castañon, Campbell, and Roederer will come in to lead off the bottom of 3 when we come back. Well, we're about set to go for more Missions Baseball. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Bottom of the third inning, straight ahead. Thank you, Bob. Marcos Castañon striding up now to the plate. As that is taken in for the code strike, and it's 0-1. We're tied at 4 here this afternoon. So far, Corpus Christi trying to get down and keep a hold of the Missions. Well, I'm starting to see a lot of cloud cover starting to intensify up and stuff. Yeah, I got to say, John, it is partly cloudy, a chance of thunderstorms this evening. But evidently, we are keeping eyes and ears on the weather for the next couple of days. 1 ball, 2 strike to Castañon, and that's a called third strike looking, and it goes down on strikes. And here's the San Antonio right fielder, Jacob Campbell, coming in and set to go here this afternoon. Rough Riders in town. They start a 6-game set. A new week, new baseball, new live streams. But always 7 o'clock Tuesday through Saturday with 105 starting next Sunday. Well, next Sunday it would be our last game against the Frisco Rough Riders before we head to Midland. Take on the Midland Rockhounds right after that. That one's skied into center field. Under it's the center fielder, and that is out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cole.
Designated hitter is Cole Roederer. As he comes in and he's ready to go. That one is right there, and that's countdown 0-1. Here's the pitch. That one is right there. Up to the shortstop area as he'll make the catch, and that is out number 3. No runs. Yes, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for San Antonio. We head to the 4th inning, and it's still a tight ball game at 4. Top of the fourth inning for Corpus Christi, right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bob. Austin Deming coming in now, but first we're going to have a pitching change for San Antonio as Kevin Copps will come in. A four-seam, a cutter, and a two-seamer is three-pitch command as he gets ready to go for his time on the hill as a reliever. Well, we're going to go ahead and pause the mic as he warms up and take a quick break. Right back here at the ballpark as we get set to go. And here is Kevin Copps pitching on relief, top of the fourth inning for San Antonio on the hill. Austin Deming coming in for Corpus Christi as he takes a fastball in for strike one. And it's 0-1 to the leadoff batter, top of the fourth. The 0-1 delivery. That one popped up high in the air. Castagnon ranging under it, makes the grab, and that's out number one.
Now batting, the center fielder, Zach.
Center fielder is Zach Kroll as he comes in. He's 0 for 1. It's pretty good as he was. That one high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. One ball, no strikes. The count now to the second batter here in the fourth. That one driven up foul. It's 1-1. Awaiting in the sign is Cole. Copps delivers, and that's going to be lifted high in the air up to center. Mears getting in there, and that is out number 2.
Number 1, shortstop Chase Jaworski.
Chase Jaworski coming in, the shortstop for Corpus Christi, lined out. 0 for 1 in this ball game. And the pitch is right there and in for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, tied at 4 and still a decision. But no winner. And that's going to be a liner straightaway center past the pitcher. Shortstop in second. And that is a 2-out single to a base hit to Chase Jaworski. 9-hole hitter is Brian Lavastida. Lavastida coming in, and that's going to be right there. Cedeno passes to DeVries. And that is out number 3. And they get them. And pretend double play right there. That'll take us to the bottom of the fourth inning as we are tied at 4. Well, back here for this as Yendry Rojas leads things off in the bottom of 4. Well, we are the bottom of the fourth inning for San Antonio right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bob. And we are back here. Yendry Rojas coming in as that's taken in a strike, and it's a count now 0-1. Wyman now 46 pitches. Look like he's getting a little bit tired. And that one's going to be driven up to left center. That's getting through for a base hit. Rojas headed to second, and he's got a stand-up double. Golly, pretty good right there as he comes in and then gets something going. And that's going to be the manager's decision to come out and get his starter out of the ball game, and that will pretty much do for him here today.
Now pitching for Corpus.
So Jairo Solis is getting a relief position duty here today as he'll come in. Four-seam cutter, slider, and a changeup coming in for the Corpus Christi Hooks. Runner in scoring position at second. And the pitch, that is right there and in for a strike. And it's 0-1. So still a tight ball game here in this one as we're 4-4. We are bottom of 4 here today. It's in for a strike, and it's 0-2. And the pitch, that one's a called third strike at the knees, and Cedeno was out. And there's one away.
Number 94.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Leo Dallas DeVries, as he comes in and he's joining in the fray one more. So, yeah, pretty good right there. Hey, Bobby, you see that cloud right there? Yeah, what cloud would that be? That cloud looks like a poodle dog. Oh, yeah, I see it. My golly. That's why they call it Barks in the Park here today. That'd be the left-hand side of your screen if you can see the ears, the body. This looks like a abnormal type poodle. Now right there, that is out number 2 as Leo Dallas DeVries goes down as the second out
The left fielder,
here in the half inning.
Fabian.
Albert Fabian coming in as he gets going. Two away, nobody, well, should I say there is a runner on. He's out there at second base.
0-1's the count.
That's taken in, called strike by Jairo Solis. 1-1 the count now, and here's the pitch. That is a high pop-up right there, and that's the inning over. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left on. As we're into 4 here this afternoon, and it's on now to the 5th inning. We're back here for more baseball as Jesus Bastidas gets things going for the 5th for Corpus Christi. So we'll be right back after this. Well, about set for the top of the fifth inning for Corpus Christi right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Jesus Bastidas coming in as we're about ready to go. Tied ball game as we enter into the fourth inning. That one driven high in the air. DeVries leaves the shortstop area to get into center, making the play, and that's out number one.
Right fielder, Luis Baez.
Well, Luis Baez, 2 for 2. Home run, single, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs for him here today. Here's the pitch, and that's going to get outside. 1 ball, no strikes to him. Well, a pretty good day today as they're getting in and getting something going. Here's the pitch. That one's outside again, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch right there and in. For the called strike, it's 2-1. We're 4-4 tie here in this ball game. Fifth inning underway. And that is outside for the ball. The count now 3-1. On deck, first baseman for Corpus Christi, Luis Encarnacion. So far, pretty good on that as well. And the pitch. That one high. Uh-oh, and he got every bit of it. That one is gone. And Corpus Christi pulls ahead. It's now 5-4. So they got every stitch of that ball. And that baseball was hard hit and well out of here too. 388 foot, 98.1 mile per hour, the exit velocity. As you can see by Google Cloud and the StatsCast, but that is also pretty good as well. Luis Encarnacion coming in as that is foul ball right into the fence. 0 for 2 and 2 flyouts by Encarnacion. Pretty good right here. Here's the pitch to him. That one down and in for a strike. It's 0-2. Well, Corpus Christi fans up there in beautiful Bayfront Park. Rockhounds coming to your home ballpark Tuesday through Sunday. Now, we'll be here taking on the Frisco Rough Riders in a 6-game set. And Midland will get that 6-game set with San Antonio starting 2 weeks from today. So right there, that is out number 2 as Zach Daniels strides up to the plate with 2 away. And the pitch. That one is high fly in the air. Campbell getting under it, and he makes the grab out there in foul territory. Luis Baez getting that solo home run to left field, and they will take the lead back from San Antonio. It is now a 5-4 ball game as Corpus Christi takes the lead. Well, we're about set to go as Ethan Salas getting going right after this. Well, we are last of the fifth inning here for San Antonio.
For San Antonio,
Ethan Salas coming in now as we're set to go. John, take it away. Thank you, Bob. And here we go with the last half of inning number 5 as Ethan Salas is coming in. And the pitch was inside for a strike. And here's 0-1, 0-2 going in there as that's a pitch called. And a pitch. That one fouled off, and it's a 0-2 count, still hanging on. Boy, absolutely love day games better than night games, right, Bob? Yeah, it sure is. That one is driven up nicely deep to right. Right fielder, give a chase, hit the wall. Runs it down, completes the play, and that is the first out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Center fielder Joshua Mears is a 1-for-2. Home run and 2 RBIs on that run. And that one is going to be high, blister, deep to right center. And that's going to hit the base of the wall. Mears drawing up to second. And he's got a stand-up, 1-out double. Well, the Mears double gets everybody a cheeseburger courtesy of a double. Double meat cheeseburger for everybody, courtesy of Whataburger. This Whataburger served hot and fresh, and the first location was the one in Corpus Christi, Texas, built in 1970. Also, their ball also got Whataburger built right in it. Pretty good. Yeah, it sure is there, John. Well, right there, Marcos Castañon coming in after the double. And so far, pretty good on that. And the pitch is inside for a taking called strike. It's 0-2. Boy, we see a lot of animal shapes from a poodle dog to I don't know what, but anyway, we're starting to see a pretty good, well-defined cloud that looks like a poodle dog and stuff. So, Bark in the Park Sunday. You know, West Creek Trail Rides, and yes, also a horseback riding place located here in San Antonio, right off of 151 and 1604. Pretty good right there. Here's the pitch. That one's inside for a strike, and it's 0-2 the count. 5-4. Corpus Christi leads this one. And the pitch. That is a taken third strike, and Joshua Mears is left out stranded on base as we head to the 6th inning, and it is 5-4 Corpus Christi. They are out in front. So we're back here as third baseman Cam Smith will lead it off for the Hooks when we come back. Got ready for the top of the sixth inning for Corpus Christi right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Thank you, Bob. And we are third baseman Cam Smith here in this ball game. As the first pitch thrown in for a cold strike to him, it's 0-1. 5-4 ball game. Corpus Christi leading 1 run. And that one's going to be pelted right there. And that's going to be right on the warning track as he runs it down. Out number 1 by left fielder Albert Fabian. He goes up there and chases that ball down. Could have been maybe a double. So here is Austin Deming, who is coming in as 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop out here today. And we are going to take some time as the home plate umpire needs to get some baseballs. And so far, that will pretty much be a 5-second little break right there. And the pitch. That is high in the air. Center fielder Mears runs it down out there shy of the warning track. And there is out number 2. Boy, Zach Cole coming in as he's the last man up here in the top of the 6th inning. Ball game going progressively well here today in San Antonio. It's pretty nice. We have a pretty good day crowd coming in. And, yeah, we need more day games. I mean, we should vote that day games, we could have a Tuesday or start of a series. But evidently, we're just so much night games this year. I mean, Tuesday through Saturday. I mean, gotta say, it'd be pretty nice to have at least a few day games through the week. And, yeah, go to night games too during the weekends. That would be great. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Leave Sunday as it is. Here's the 2-1. Right there, swing and a miss. The count now 2-2. You know, Sunday afternoons, you have a whole crowd of people coming in to enjoy the Grand Old game and enjoy getting out of church and baseball and going out and lunch, popcorn and snacks and stuff. Up there to the left, that is a fly out near the warning track in left field as Fabian will track that one down. And that will end the half inning. So, no runs, hits, or errors for Corpus Christi. Nobody left on. As we are 6.5 here this afternoon, the Hooks lead it by 5-4. Well, the Mission's coming up to bat right after this. When we return here today, and it's a 5-4 ball game. Corpus Christi leading 1. Well, we're back here for more Missions Baseball as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Here is Cole Roederer as he gets started. Well, I make some popcorn in the microwave. We have a microwave machine here in the booth, and got two right-handers warming up. That is Ulola and Vanway as they get ready to go here in this half inning. No balls, one strike to Roederer, and that's a taken in strike. One strike. Oh, Bob, you're supposed to turn that down. Oh, sorry. That one is driven high in the air, deep to right. That is got a chance. It's out of here. And Cole Roederer getting one today. And now it's a 5-5 ball game here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Pretty good when you come in and you get something going. Yeah, sure does, John. Really good power hitter right here. Now I've got some good popcorn right here. Orville Rindenbacher's is pretty good. Gourmet popcorn. Really good, buttery, and all types of stuff. They are going to be our new proud sponsor of San Antonio Missions Baseball 2 for 2 with a double and 2 RBIs on top of that. That one driven up nicely. That is deep to center. Left center, I should say, and that's going to be a base hit. And that's a no-out double for Yendry Rojas. Yeah, we are going to take a quick second on that break. And pretty much we are going to get in right now and take a break. So we'll be right back as a double is out there on second by Yendry Rojas, and we'll be right back. Well, we are back with our break. And yeah, so far we are ready to go. Norwillian Cedeno coming up as he's got a tie ball game. Third time today for both sides being tied up. No balls and one strike to Cedeno as he comes in and gets that one going. The 0-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
And that's the count now, 1-1. Popcorn is so good, just melts in your mouth when you get it. It's good popcorn. I love Orville Redenbacher's type gourmet popcorn. I want to tell you one thing, my brother. What a bag of popcorn in for 45 minutes. Nearly burnt the house down. Ouch. Well, I bet your dad was not too happy about that there, John. Man, he was not. The popcorn was burnt, and he said, well, if you burn it, you gotta eat it. Yuck. Shortstop Leo Dallas DeVries coming in. Takes a strike inside. The count now 0-1. Good popcorn. Good for a ball game and a treat, which all of our fans have. We do have popcorn out there in concession stands. Also a $2 soda today. So every Sunday we're taking a vote on passing a bill for a $2 soda. That is going to be pretty amazing. Not like a $2 Tuesday, at the ballpark is going to be pretty good. Right there, DeVries is out. Number 2 is
Batting, the left fielder.
that will be
Fabian.
out. Number 2, left fielder Albert Fabian, grounded out in the first and is 0 for 3 of the day. So far, pretty good. That's in for a strike, and the count now is 0-1. No balls and 2 strikes a count now. And the pitch. Slow roller, grounded out to second. Right to first, and that's the inning. But Cole Roederer ties up the ball game, and it's a 5-5 ball game as we head to the 7th inning for Corpus Christi. And we are doing pretty good here this afternoon. 7th inning coming up as Chase Jaworski, Lavastida, and Bastidas will come in for the 7th. Top half of the seventh inning set to go for Corpus Christi, right here from San Antonio, Texas, and the Missions Baseball Network. Well, here is Chase Jaworski as we lead off the seventh inning, tie ball game 5-5 on the Sunday afternoon. Man to pitch by Kevin Kopps, and that is in for a taken called strike. We have 3 innings, and pretty much Kevin Kopps will try to do a 4th inning, but evidently that is going to get high and outside, right there out of the ballpark. Home run, Chase Jaworski, as that was the first one of the day for him. And Corpus Christi again takes the lead, but trailing is the San Antonio Missions. And so far, pretty good on that as well. 105.5 mile per hour exit velocity on that one. Well, we are going to have a pitching change here, as that will do for the first reliever here in the top of the 7th inning. Kevin Kopps down. And now the ball game as he goes back to the bullpen. And evidently, he will be done for today. Omar Cruz getting the left field assignment. But left-handed pitcher coming in. 4-seam curveball changeup and a 2-seam fastball. Coming in, pitching for San Antonio. Brian Lavastida coming in as that's a ball down and in. 1-0 the count now. It's 9-1-2. Lavastida being the leadoff batter, bottom of the order, and the 1-0 right there, high in the air. Center fielder Mears runs it down after it goes, and that is one away. Jesus Bastidas coming in, second baseman for Corpus Christi, 2 for 3. 2 singles and 2 runs. Well, we got a new sponsor and partner. That's Orville Redenbacher's type popcorn. That's pretty good. And I say, buttery goodness, a little bit of salt, and pretty good. Here's the pitch. That one is outside. 1-1 the count now. 7th inning in a 6-5 ball game. Corpus Christi leading this one by 1. That one high in the air, deep to center. Mears has it, and there's 2 down. So Bastidas getting out on that one. Here's right fielder Luis Baez, as he had a home run. And boy, he delivers a untie-breaking run. And so far, pretty good on that. Baez coming in as a 3 for 3 of the afternoon. And the pitch is inside, taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, want to have a movie night tonight, tomorrow evening as well, as we are off tomorrow. And then we are taking on the Frisco Rough Riders in a 6-game set starting Tuesday through Sunday this next week. 1-1 to Baez, and the pitch is right there out of play. And the count now 1-2. So I was talking about my brother, 45 minutes that he put a bag of popcorn in, and tell you one thing, you don't put a bag of popcorn in for 45 minutes. If a big bag is in there, it's 2.5 minutes to pop all the seeds in there. Yeah, for sure. Well, we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. A run, a solo shot will untie the ball game as Corpus Christi gets this one untied. They lead 6-5, and we are off to the bottom of the 7th inning. So get up a stretch. Corpus Christi Hooks lead it 6 and San Antonio 5. All right, we're top of the 8th inning here, or bottom of the 7th for San Antonio. Right now, the Missions Baseball Network. Miguel Ulola is coming in now. The four-seam slider, curve on the changeup. We've got to say we've had a pretty good 7th inning stretch here at the ballpark. Just got a big popcorn snack right as we're pretty much off on that. Ethan Salas coming in now. As we're set to go here in this half inning, it's a no ball and a 1-strike count as the first pitch thrown in the stretch inning of our ball game. So pretty good as we get stuff going. That one driven up nicely. That one is deep. That one is wide. That one out of here. Yeah. Wow, howdy. Ethan Salas getting a home run, and that'll tie the ball game up again. 4th time in a row. San Antonio gets in and ties it up. And boy, that will really put the fans being happy today. When they come in and they are celebrating on the Ethan Salas home run. And we are tied up at 6 apiece. Center fielder Joshua Mears. Mears coming in. He'll take that one down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. He's 2 for 3. A home run, 2 doubles. A double, 2 RBIs, and a run here today. Got to say, love how we have a 12-game homestand starting with a 6 against Corpus Christi and a 6 with Frisco starting next week. Off day tomorrow. But severe weather expected tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
That's ball 2.
So we do have a night game on Tuesday, a morning game early Wednesday morning. We're pretty good on that one. That one is driven up to right, and he's going to make a diving catch. He can't make the play, and that will land in for a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Boy, San Antonio has the tie-breaking run there at first. And that home run was brought to you apart by our new partners coming in, Orville Redebacher's type popcorn. Really good stuff. Love it. Right there in the count now, 0-1 to the first baseman, Marcos Castañon. 1 for 3, single and a run. So far, if San Antonio can win this one, I would say it would be closely fair to a series. But evidently today, it's been runs like home run derby today. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one is high and outside. It's 1-2. So far, he gets you those big type bags of popcorn, and so far you just put it on for 2 minutes and 30 seconds on that. That one is high in the air up to right field, and that is out number 1 as Castañon is down for the out.
11.
So we're 6-6 tied. Right fielder Jacob Campbell coming in. He's 1 for 3, a double and a run. San Antonio trying to get in and get something going. That is right there, and the count now 0-1. Would have been nice if it was Corpus Christi in Arkansas. You know, the Travelers would have had to come here, and boy, that would have been pretty nice if Arkansas was not going for Springfield. But even though we have the Rough Riders here in town starting on Tuesday through Sunday, so I can't complain about that. I mean, we are a 12-game homestand in this period. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jacob Campbell coming in, and he's going to blister that one high in the air. And that's going to hit the wall, and that's going to be a single. And yeah, pretty good right there as he comes in and blisters that one. One away on that base hit. And that's going to bring up Cole Roederer. Time now is being called as here comes the crew chief as he'll come and pull this guy out. So Jairo Solis giving up 2 hits, responsible for 2 base runners.
Now pitching for
and
Christi.
That'll bring in Jose Fleury.
Jose Fleury.
Should I say Fleury? His last name, Fleury. 4-seam changeup slider, curveball, a 2-seam fastball as well. Yeah, here is the pitch, and that's going to be a taken strike, and it's 0-1. 1 for 3, a home run by Roederer as he had the run and the RBI batted in. Pretty awesome day as a lot of San Antonians are out at the ball game, out to dinner, out to movie. Jeez, just out doing a lot of outdoor activities or even horseback riding. This proud broadcast brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides. Visit them. And yeah, we're giving them a shout out and hopefully for a greater cause that we could be proud sponsor to them until 2030. Yendry Rojas, a 3 for 3, 3 doubles, 2 RBIs, and I gotta say for West Creek, it's a pretty good place as we commune with nature and we ride like the wind and ride like a Comanche. I'm just kidding. So no balls and 1 strike to the hot corner third baseman Yendry Rojas. And takes a cold strike 2 on that. Next up is the top of the 8th inning as we get set to go. That's outside 1 and 2. Corpus Christi, kind of, the road caps takes me back to the blue and Rohawk blue with the armpit area being a sky blue. Hooks inscribed on the chest, but as of now, they are a new look and stuff. And now we are about ready for the 8th inning as a tie ball game we have. And it's 6-6. Luis Encarnacion will lead it off for Corpus Christi as we come back in this one. We're top of the 8th inning for Corpus Christi right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Luis Encarnacion will come 3-4-5 due up top of the 8th inning. 6-6 ball game here in this one.
Nope. Ball 1.
Third ball, that is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Pretty good afternoon we have for baseball, and that's going to be driven up. DeVries will grab it, not in time, as Encarnacion is called safe by the first base umpire. Pretty good on that. Just absolutely love how the live streams turn out to be. You're on YouTube Live, and this is a place for minor league baseball, San Antonio level, and that one's going to be driven. That is high, that is deep, that is gone. A home run for Zach Daniels. And Corpus Christi takes the lead. It's 8-6. Boy, they come in and they are close to double-digit numbers for their home run count. So far, the past couple of days, it's been double digits. Boy, they're coming in and celebrating in the bullpen, as that's pretty good. Boy, just taking that one, a 362-foot, 98 even on the money on the exit velocity. Third baseman is Cam Smith as he comes in, and boy, he gets one too. That one is out of play, foul. Ooh-wee. Could have been a home run right there. And evidently, that would have been a 9-6 ball game for Corpus Christi. That one high in the air. Salas, near the home dugout, gets the play. And that is out number one. Beautiful shot at our third base side, and gotta love that shot. Just pretty. Austin Deming coming in is 0 for 3, a strikeout, pop out, and a line out. Corpus Christi 8-6 ball game there in San Antonio. That one high fly in the air, and that is out of play, foul, and it's 0-1. One away, nobody on after the two-run shot. And that is outside. 3,304 today in attendance. So a pretty good afternoon thus far. We have it covered. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. That is outside. 2-2. 2 balls to 2 strikes in the count. And the pitch right there, high in the air. Rojas leaves the third base area shy of the mound, and that's got it for 2 down.
The center fielder, number 6.
Boy, this broadcast brought to you in part by Orville Redenbacher's Type Popcorn. Pretty good to me. Zach Cole, flight out in the second, is 0 for 3 for Corpus Christi. And the pitch. That one is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Gotta say, Thursday is going to be a pretty good day for me as I turn 32 years old. And boy, a lot of y'all are coming in wishing me a happy birthday, which I do appreciate. My day is going to be pretty good. Go out horseback riding, go out to eat, have a good day. It's going to be a great day. And maybe even go to a ball game. Why not? That one high fly in the air, and that one out of play, foul, and it's 0-2. Still hanging on is Zach Cole. 22 pitches by Omar Cruz. The 0-2. Right outside, changeup will put it 1-2. Pretty good start to the baseball season, but San Antonio lost a handful. And hopefully try not to lose this one, as they'll have the bottom of the 8th and 9th innings to keep going. Here's a 2-2. Right there, line drive up to right field for a base hit. That's a right center field base hit right there. A 2-out single keeps it going for Corpus Christi. And that's going to bring up Chase Jaworski as he comes in. And the pitch, that one right there. That's a line drive base hit. And there's 2 aboard now with 2 out. By golly, that one was up to right as they tried to get the ball, and it just come away. And now Corpus Christi with 2-1 and 2 away. Brian Lavastida coming in. And that's a base hit right there, and they miss it. What the heck? 1 run scores, 2 runs score, 2-run double by Brian Lavastida. Makes it a 10-6 ball game, a repeat of yesterday. But San Antonio, I don't think they'll go quietly in this game. I don't think so, John, but they need to get back the runs and somehow do it with that ease and hopefully get a series finale here today. Bastida's coming in, 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 runs here in this ball game. He's 0 for 1 of the day, and that one hit high and foul. And the count now 0-2. So far, clouds have been pretty good thus far as we go through an afternoon. High in the air, and that is up to 3rd, and that's the 8th inning. But 4 more come in across the score for Corpus Christi. And we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, and it's a 10-6 ball game as Cedeno, DeVries, and Fabian will lead it off in the bottom of the 8th inning. So we will be back right here from our proud commercial messages of Orville Redenbacher's type popcorn. You're making some popcorn? Yeah, sure am. You want some? Yeah, I love that. Pretty good stuff, if you know what I mean. Yeah, pretty good right there. Gotta say, good popcorn. Really love this stuff. You get the butter, the salt. Pretty good. I love it too, John. You love popcorn, Dan? You can have some too if you want. Oh, thank you, John. I really appreciate it. Just love the buttery goodness. Awfully sweet. Well, that is Orville Redenbacher's type popcorn. Really good. You want something nice and sweet? Salty snack? It's a really good tradition. That's Orville's for you. Pretty good. No butter on my fingers. It tastes good. But anyway, we are going pretty good this afternoon, and let's take our broadcast break. And we'll be right back for the bottom of the 8th inning when we return. All right, we're bottom half of the 8th inning for the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Well, thank you, Bob. We are here now as we are the bottom half of the 8th inning for the San Antonio Missions. Missions trailing 4. Here's Norwillian Cedeno as he comes in. Boy, delivers that one high fly in the air, and that is off the wall. That's going to go for a Norwillian Cedeno double. And pretty good right there as they come in. And boy, they are seventh run in. Hopefully trying to get out of this series and come in like nothing else. But that's going to get down a base hit. A run in to score a double. And that'll send Norwillian Cedeno home in to score. Leo Dallas DeVries now out there as he is also coming in. Boy, a base hit. Beautiful shot from our home plate area. As always, it's always good to have a good time. That one liner, and they'll miss it, a base hit. And the first baseman near second misses the ball. And that'll bring in Ethan Salas. Salas coming in is ready to go in this ball game. It's a new score. Corpus Christi leading 10-7 as Fleury gets in for the first pitch strike on Ethan Salas. It's 0-1. 2 for 4, home run, double RBI, and 2 runs for the catcher for San Antonio today. And a pitch. That is driven up nicely. Right there. Here comes the runner. And now it's a 2-run lead for Corpus Christi as they are still ahead. But evidently they are not out of the woods just yet for San Antonio. Well, the manager coming out, and he's coming to the mound now as we'll have a pitching change for Corpus Christi. And that will do it for Jose Fleury. Well, got a great crowd here this afternoon, and here is Logan Vanway. Well, we do have a day game on Wednesday taking on the Frisco Rough Riders, but weather suggests that thunderstorm activity will be high during that morning. Center fielder Joshua Mears, 3 for 4. Well, pretty good on that one. Here is the pitch to him. That one driven up nicely. That one is out of here. And we are tied at 10. Well, what a way to get this one going. Back at it again. 4th time in a row. Make it 5. 5 time in a row. Thank you, Bob. And that is a 10-10 ball game as fans are celebrating. And boy, got to tell you one thing, it's good, and we live in San Antonio. Well, Joshua Mears comes in and does a pretty good hit as he blisters a 2-run shot to the left field wall. That one hit. Slow roller to third. He'll flip across the diamond. And that's out number 2 as Castañon is out number 2 for the Missions. And that'll bring in the San Antonio right fielder, Jacob Campbell. She comes in. 20 runs combined in this game. Wow. First time I've seen 20. And so far, pretty good right there. Campbell coming in is 2 for 4 of the day. That's going to be driven nicely And that one is gone. And Campbell comes in and powers one over the wall to left field. How do you like that? Pretty good today as San Antonio now takes back the lead, and now both sides of Corpus Christi and San Antonio are in a double-digit day today. Boy, wow, everybody is getting out there and celebrating in the dugout. Well, that is probably going to do for the next reliever of the ball game, and so far Corpus Christi down against it as they're 3 outs away, and San Antonio might close this one out if they score and tie it up, and bottom of the 9th inning would be a hit, win it up and win the series finale against Corpus Christi. Old Roederer coming in as he takes a strike inside. It's 0-1. 1 for 4 home run RBI in the game for San Antonio. Yeah, pretty good for the Missions here today. Here's the pitch. That one driven up nicely. That is up to right field. That's a out. And that will conclude the half inning. San Antonio ties it up, but they get a tie-breaking run on top of that as 3 runs in to score. And it's on now to the 9th inning as Corpus Christi will have their last chance in the 9th inning. We're back after this. It's top of the 9th inning for Corpus Christi right now on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Luis Baez coming in for the final time of the day. And the pitch to him, that is going to be a bunt, and that is out for a strike 0-1. So that ball will stay foul. And here's the 0-1. Down and in, 1-1. Well, I got to ask, Ann, Bob, did y'all have a good day today? Yeah, we're having fun at the ball game. We love baseball. Now, if you want, you could come Saturday evening, Saturday and even Sunday. Well, I wished I could, but I can't. Why not? Well, I go to bed very early. I go 8 o'clock at night. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We were just wondering if you would like to come out to more ball games with us. Well, I would love to, but at my old age, at 92, I don't think that would be necessary. Well, one away is Luis Baez. Throws it past him. Now 2 more for Corpus Christi.
Encarnacion.
Luis Encarnacion is 1 for 4, single and a run. 2 more times left in the batting order. And that's a strike inside. It's 0-1. Pretty good afternoon as we wrap up a week of baseball, and we got a brand new week with the Frisco Rough Riders coming up this next week. And that one straightaway left, and they're down against it as their final out is the number 4 hitter. Zach Daniels coming in for Corpus Christi. 8th inning, he comes in, powers one over the wall. That is up to left field as we looked at it. It was a pretty good Pretty good day for Daniels. Well, he tries to do it again, and that one is high fly in the air, and that Rojas will have it. It's the ball game, and San Antonio winning 2 back-to-back games to close out a 6-game series against Corpus Christi. What a way to get it going, as this one closes a 11-10 victory for San Antonio. And so far, pretty good, as that will put San Antonio thinking into second place. We'll have to look, and yes, it does. They trail again for the Frisco Rough Riders. So a pretty good W thus far, as 11-10 will make it all happen. So winning by 1 today was a pretty good day for the San Antonio Missions, as they will be 14-13 today. And Corpus Christi now 10-17. Well, that was pretty much today's broadcast as we end it. And we had a pretty good time taking you out to the ball game. We're going to go ahead and give you some more Texas League scores. Even though the Wichita Wind Surge and Frisco Rough Riders play at 5:05 today. And so far, I do believe that is in a little while. But evidently, we are going to check our 6 other ball clubs today. Rockhounds and Amarillo, getting in, and San Antonio did a pretty good job to level the playing field a little bit today, as they come in and take second place and put Midland to third. So, got to say, pretty good day thus far for the San Antonio Missions. And yeah, today, pretty good day. Well, we got the kids getting ready to run the bases, as pretty much everybody has been a pretty good day thus far. It's 11-10 as we finish off this afternoon. Logan Vanway for Corpus Christi gets the loss. Player of the game is Joshua Mears, 4 for 5, 2 home runs with a double. And Omar Cruz getting the win for San Antonio in this one. Well, I got to say, Amarillo is in the front lead against Midland. They are 6-2 there at Franco Park. Evidently, it's really good to see something like that go. And anyway, I think Amarillo is going to get a win. If they beat Midland, then the third place position will go to them just temporarily. I'm guessing the Sod Poodles will win, or I don't know if they will, but they have the bottom of the ninth. We'll check back on them in just a little bit. Frisco Rough Riders start, right now. Okay, so they're about ready to play baseball there in Frisco. Well, it's not a 5:05 broadcast, it's more of a 4:05 broadcast. So we will change that sign right there. So the Corpus Christi Hooks now getting on the bus as they played the game today with the San Antonio Missions, and pretty good on that. Well, pretty good game as the Springfield Cardinals taking a win. They are 12-15 against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Naturals still in first place, still hanging on there in Springfield. They won 3-2 in the final, and so far pretty good. Now we take you off to Tulsa as, boy, it's a 9-2 ball game. The Tulsa Drillers have the Arkansas Travelers on the run, and so far it's getting pretty interesting. We've got 4 ball clubs already down, 6 are left as we get them going, and pretty good on this one here today. Well, for Corpus Christi, gotta say that was a pretty good time as we've had a fun week with them, our next door neighbor. Now we're getting ready to take on the Frisco Rough Riders starting Tuesday night. And our first pitch, 11:05 on a Wednesday morning for severe weather day. So hopefully you guys come out and enjoy the ball game, and we are going to have a great time with that. Well, anyway, the Frisco Rough Riders lead 2.5 games. San Antonio claiming back the second place position, 14-13 of the year. Medlin 13 in all, but we have not counted the final game there at Franco Park taking on the Amarillo Sod Poodles, which they are the bottom half of the 9th inning, 1 away. Is still going on, but I think Amarillo has this one in the bag. So Amarillo will be 12-15. Midland will be 13-14. And so far, I think Amarillo has already got that ball game secured there in Midland. Well, Rockhounds will hit the road. They leave for Corpus Christi, so pretty nice that they will be next door to San Antonio, but just in the next town over, just 2 hours away. But anyway, we look at Tulsa and Arkansas. At the bottom of the 8th inning, 9-2 Tulsa. Drillers have Arkansas. Well, they're giving them a run for their money this afternoon. But anyway, we are going to stay live until we have everybody completed. And it's probably going to be a little late for Frisco and Wichita as they get set going for baseball this afternoon. And first pitch right now at 4:05, which that is about almost time right there and stuff. But anyway, after the game there in Wichita and Frisco takes their last game out, then the Frisco Rough Riders will get on the bus and head to San Antonio right after that. So pretty good right there. All right, with 6 ball clubs down, we have 4 of them that are still going this afternoon. And we are going to be back in a little bit as we bring you live coverage of Tulsa and Arkansas. And we'll have to leave Wichita and Frisco alone until later on, which that would be 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. So anyway, we'll be right back. And we'll give you your runs, hits, and errors right after the break. Well, we're back here at the ballpark as we give you your final runs, hits, and errors right now for the San Antonio Missions Baseball Network. Well, thank you, Bob, and got to say to you both that have joined us in the ball game today, it was a fun time. I really enjoyed y'all being here. Thank you, John. Yeah, thank you, John. Well, hon, are you going to go home? I'll go ahead and take her home, John, and we'll see you Tuesday evening. Now, thank you, Bob, for your hard work this week, and so far we will see you at work on Tuesday. Yeah, thank you, John. See you. Yeah, see you. All right, while Bob and Ann are off going home this afternoon, I guess it'll just be me in the broadcast booth. Well, for today, San Antonio taking this final game of this 6-game set. We lost the 4, but we came back and won 2, so that was pretty good. Now, in all, we move off to next week with the Frisco Rough Riders being in town. And so far, it's a 2-game winning streak for San Antonio right now. And so far, we are looking forward to another great week of baseball and then off to Midland right after that. Well, Logan Vanway gets the loss for Corpus Christi. Mears is the player of the game. Omar Cruz gets the win. Now let's go ahead and give you your runs, hits, and errors today. For San Antonio, 11 runs on 18 hits, no errors. And for Corpus Christi, 10 runs on 13 hits, no errors. And so far, pretty good day today. Well, anyway, we want to thank everybody that tuned in to Texas League Baseball, home of your San Antonio Missions. And yeah, pretty much we did a pretty good job here this afternoon. So evidently it will be movie night. Missions will get to stay home and rest for the next 2 nights in a row. They have tonight and tomorrow night to rest, do whatever they want. It's practically their weekend to unwind after a long week. But we've had a good time. A Tuesday through a Sunday. Just absolute fun. Well, anyway, we want to wish everybody a happy birthday. Those that have birthdays in May. And yeah, so far pretty good on that. Well, our live stream time, 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 24 seconds in. As we give you the broadcast. And uh-oh. Oh, that is so sad. One of my stepmother's family members has passed away. So anyway, yeah, we're going to have to update something. Just give me a second. Well, I wonder how my stepmother's going to feel about her mom passing away this afternoon. Must be heartbroken. She was 96 years old. Lived a good life. Well, anyway, I gotta say, been a week before Mother's Day and stuff. Well, evidently a pretty bad thing that happened as my stepmother's mom passed away at the age of 96. Well, anyway, I gotta say that's kind of hard when you lose somebody, and family members of mine that passed away was my mom and my uncle, my grandpa, and just hard to lose family members, but we know that this life is short and we're not all guaranteed a tomorrow. I mean, all of us know that. And we should know that. I mean, we shouldn't take it as face value to not even know that, but we have to know that this life is short, and all of us know that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching here today as we wrap it up. And so far, we just so thankful that you guys came in. Well, for all of us here today, we say so long until Tuesday. And we'll see y'all again on the evening.